All right, we're headed to New York for a 2-day nonprofit shoot for one of my local producers, so it should be fun. It's always cool getting to board the plane from outside. So my flight was canceled, and it's been an absolute nightmare of a travel day, but it looks like I'm going to be ending up on a train for my first time to New York, so we'll see how this goes. All right, it's day one. We're headed to the first shoot location now with Thomas, AC, and my car barely fits in here. I think my clearance is 6'4", and we got 6'6" here. Well, our car got parked in, so this is what we're dealing with right now. All right, after a disaster of a parking situation, we're finally up and running. We're going to be doing 5 or 6 interviews here, trying to get a little bit of a They really wanted a New York City backdrop. I'm not a huge fan of shooting directly into windows, but I think it'll look pretty nice. And then we got to get some B-roll of the high schoolers' artwork that's all around the area, but should be a pretty easy day in a pretty cool location too.
Sees herself in a different way. And I think that potential is great and wonderful, and I do see that transition and that transformation happen in a lot of young people who win these.
Who I am, and so
how does that confidence carry over into who you are outside of being an artist?
Yeah, that's a wrap on day one. Now we're going to B&H to grab some stuff, so it should be a good time for me, not my wallet. B-roll shot. All right, so I bought 3 98 watt-hour gold mount batteries because I was convinced by the employees here that I can't fly with the 150 watt hours, even though I heard otherwise from some DPs I work with, but I figured I would just play on the safe side and only get stuff that I know I can fly with. Yeah, I mean, this place is pretty cool. So I got 3 batteries and then a few Condor Blue cables. And yeah, that's it. Just kind of sort of browse around a little bit now. And yeah, hang out until we grab dinner and then have day 2 tomorrow. All right, final post of day 1, but here's the final rig. I really like the way everything turned out. I got a D-tap to USB-C cable to charge the receiver for my lavs when needed. It probably won't live on the camera because it's a little bit bulky. It has this big old block thing on there. So I might just Velcro it on top here on the side, but you know, it's nice for now. I can just sort of use it to charge the receiver. And then on the flip side, we got this 90-degree Condor Blue XLR cable, just save some space. And then the gold mount batteries are the newest addition. Obviously, I have the gold mount adapter. I got that off Facebook Marketplace. Missing the screw here, but I'll be able to find something at Home Depot or Lowe's or something. And yeah, I got the 95s because the B&H people were really adamant about not being able to fly with the 150s, although supposedly it's up to the airline. But I bought 3 95s, and then I had this 195 V mount left over. But yeah, pretty good day. And yeah, I'm still deciding. I might return one of these and get a 150, but Thomas convinced me to buy these, so. Got a solid run in, ready for day 2 of the shoot, and yeah, it should be easy. I think we only have 2 interviews to shoot today. It'll be super chill. I'm gonna try and add some B-roll just because they brought us all the way out here, but yeah, it should be a simple one, and then I'm headed to Vermont for the 4th. All right, all loaded out, loaded up for day 2. We're going somewhere up there, and there's a lot of trucks that are about to hit us. So But I love how much stuff I can get on this little curve. All right. Let's wheel this over to the entrance, and then she should be meeting us there, and then I can go park the car.
Okay, cool.
Pricing. I'm telling you what, having that OSEE monitor is an absolute game changer. Thomas is doing a great job sitting in. He looks absolutely stunning on the big screen. Not terrible. Oh yeah, this core is down to 66% and I haven't hit record yet. Told you I should have got the 150s.
In their lives, whether it's in their education or as they think about what kind of career they want to build for themselves. Young people. We have young people who become archivists in
Some artwork, since this is about the student art program.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But if you need more footage, I can like the cardboard.
Finishing touch and then
They can also sort of like re-bubble wrap.
from this one, short size it up. Cool. All right. All that. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, actually, we gotta put some on there. Well, all right, that's a wrap. We're all done. Thank you. Hopefully my car's still there. It should be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I checked halfway through, so we're good. All done. And it closed first time.
Fine, I'll do a backflip. Yeah, I think the wind blows north to south. I think that's why all the marinas are...
A beautiful, beautiful July 4th.
To recognize the importance of acting on my faith. It reminded me that serving to impact other people's lives is one of the most important things.
So I'm trying to stick to the order that's on here, so we can. Some of the stuff.
If you need to do them out of order, that's totally fine.
It's mostly going to be in order. A lot of the stuff that I'm giving you, like other than the kind of who we are stuff,
Yeah.
which will be obvious from what we're doing,
Will be
fairly interchangeable.
Okay.
If some of this goes in later, but I'm going to try and do it in sequence with what we've got here. So I've got.
Okay, perfect.
I've got.
Yeah,
these,
that's helpful.
These are the main questions down to 8 there. The other stuff was just kind of secondary stuff, but these are the main concepts I want to make sure we
Okay.
communicate. So like I just had these. This is kind of backgroundy. I'll move that out when I send this to you, and then it'll just follow this.
Okay, perfect.
So
Great.
that way you'll see. And then, like I said, some of these later questions, if they're
And I'll be able to tell based on your responses, like where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
okay.
That's America right there.